let's see it. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, this is what it is. Pure essential oils, Aroma Naturals, Serenity, Ylang Ylang, and Lavender. Aromatic mist. This aromatic mist contains pure essential oils to enliven the atmosphere of any room, refresh linens, or balance your living environment in a safe, healthy way. Serenity. The calming benefits of lavender are blended with hypnotic ylang ylang to enhance inner beauty and well-being. So you have, as far as ingredients, you have distilled aqua, which is water, essential oils, plant aromas of ylang ylang and lavender, and natural grain alcohol to help stabilize our natural recipe. So you go to www.aromanaturals.com. That's www.aromanaturals.com. So I've been, spraying this occasionally when needed, when I feel like I want to get the atmosphere in a way that I'm comfortable and I feel secure and everything like that. And again, I have my crystals next to me on the bed. I have my black tourmaline, right? I have my clear quartz, the sphere that you saw also just now. And, I have my hematite, all that I have next to me on the bed. So it's all good. So let's see. The energy this lunar eclipse will be emotional, sensitive, and allow to release and help clear a path so we can align deeper on our soul journey. So one of the things that I focused on with the meditation was to release what's not helping me for my highest good. That's just not resonating with me anymore. I'm releasing it. And not just in this present life where my spirit dwells in this avatar, but in the past. Releasing, detaching from all of that. That's not serving me. That's not for my highest good. Already done. Already done. Already done. Now. Sometimes we are the ones that block ourselves. Speaking to the choir. We block ourselves. We block our potential. We block our everything, And so sometimes we have to just get out of our own way. And sometimes we have to just break the cycles. We have to release, and be willing for that change to come. That change is going to help you elevate, going to help you rise to the occasion. The wait is over. Now step into your greatness. Step into your greatness. And sometimes scenarios or things of that nature will cause you to eliminate things in your life that you held on to because you felt like you needed it. And you're forced to just eliminate, get rid of it, eliminate it, because you're preparing to make room for what's going to allow you to reign in your queendom or your kingdom. So that's what I was doing for the full moon. Because again, this year, 2020, master year, master number, it's going to be a lot of shifting ideologies and structure and everything like that. It's going to collapse. And we want to make sure spiritually we are unbothered by what we see on the news and and everything else. This is teaching us how to go within, to activate that power within, and not to be so concerned about everything else. Focus on finding yourself, knowing yourself, building up that strength and that power within. Sometimes you just have to be your own hero. Sometimes you're wasting your time relying on someone else to rescue you. Outside sources to rescue you, when all you need is the power within. That's it. And sometimes you just got to keep your mouth shut about your ideologies or what you believe, like what I just said. Sometimes you have to keep it to yourself, because then you have people that don't understand, or people that are not yet cracking that code, and they're fearful of change and fearful of the unknown. And so you have that. So if you don't want to get distracted by other people's fears, other people's limitations, then it's best to keep it to yourself. So yeah, I discreetly printed a full moon, a copy of a picture of a full moon. I discreetly printed a copy of the 72 names of God. I put it under my crystals, said it to myself. I release, did my meditations. I release, I release, I release. Already done. Now. Already done. Now. The point is, you have to feel that it's already done. And sometimes you have to get quiet in order to hear what you need to do next. Sometimes you need to be alone. And for introverts, we understand that concept. As introverts, that's a no-brainer. But those who are not introverts, they don't understand. You don't need people around you all the time. Sometimes you need to be alone. It's okay. Us introverts know that. So that's our strength. We want to be alone. So sometimes you have to be alone. And then by being alone, there's less distractions, unless you have the internet on or the TV or whatever. But if you can get quiet. Like I sat on the edge of the bed here, and the sun was shining in, because this window is facing the east. So I have this sun shining in, and I was holding my pyramid and my fool's gold. Had my fool's gold in my left hand, and had my pyramid in my right hand. And the sun was shining directly on my bottom half of my body. So when I was sitting, I had my arms out, on the side of my side when I was sitting. And then I had the crystals in the palm of my hand. I could feel the heat from the sun. And I also did read a few scriptures. Yes, in the Bible. And my favorite, when I wrapped it up this morning, Psalms 118. Psalms 118 is a powerful, well, they all are powerful, right? But 118 is my scripture. And what really stands out for me is, let's see. I'll read a little bit. The part of that chapter that I like. And I switch up the words sometimes because it makes sense to me, so I switch it up. But the last part of chapter 118, where it says, verse 19, it says, "Open for me the gates of righteousness," or of the righteous. "I will enter and give thanks to," and I change it to source. This is the gate of the source, through which the righteous may enter. "I will give you thanks, for you answered me. You have become my salvation. The stone the builders rejected has become the cornerstone. The source has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes. The source has done it this very day. Let us rejoice today and be glad." So instead of focusing on what you don't like, what you don't want, focus on what you want. Focus on what you desire and know that it's already done. Feel it and know it. We waste so much time and so much energy focusing on low vibes. That energy of fear is low. And many people, they don't realize that sometimes you need to just shut the TV off. Turn off your internet. And be with yourself, which turns into you communicating with the highest divinity. And focus on gratitude. You woke up this morning. For me, I wake up, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. And the sun is shining, and again, it's the east side of the building, and it's shining directly in here. I'm thankful. I'm thankful. I'm thankful to have all my necessities. I'm thankful for me time. Not everyone gets that all the time, but today I have me time. I really don't have to leave this room if I don't want to, and I love it. Then it goes on. Source, save us. Source, grant us success. Now that verse was after the gates, opening the gates of the righteous. And we can go on and on about the whole righteous thing, but I'm going to leave that there. Not self-righteous. We ain't talking about self-righteous. Or we ain't talking about you think you are good enough to go through the gates. No, we're not talking about that. That's another topic of discussion. And there are people out there that can really break it all the way down. But for this conversation, I'm going to leave that there. So success was after going through the gates or opening the gates. Open the gates. Open the gates. Open it. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the source. From the house of the source, we bless you. We bless you. The source is God, and it has made its light shine on us. You know, when I read the light, I was thinking about, like in some meditations, the creator of that YouTube channel would say something like, imagine that you're either lying or sitting and you have this white light that's shining down on you, and it surrounds you like a bubble. That's your connection, right? Like a wireless connection to the highest divinity. And usually it's a light, right? So I thought about that. Then it says, with bows in hand, or bows in hand, join in the festal procession. So it's a celebration. Then it says, up to the horns of the altar. The horns of the altar. When the last time you saw an altar that had horns on it? I've been in contact with people, and most of them would be afraid of an altar that had any horns on it. I was once programmed to think things like that, or having an altar was suspicious. You are my source, and I will praise you. You are my source, and I will exalt you. Give thanks to the source, for it is good. Its love endures forever. Love is the highest divinity. Fear is the lowest vibration. Just saying. So anyway, that's how I kind of ended what I did this morning. Today is Sunday. The sun was shining, and that's the perfect time to do something like that for financial abundance. And see, again, I don't have my candles, so gotta improvise. And when there's a will, there's a way. So it's not like you absolutely have to be burning a candle, because everyone is not going to have access to that, but you make it your own. So yes, Sunday is a day for that. And so it was very, very great to be able to do that on a Sunday. Having me time. Having me time, doing what I feel I need to do to restore my energy, to revamp from everybody else's energy. And that's what I did. Pretty much. That's pretty much what I did. And right now it's 2:43 p.m. And yeah, that's what I did. Let's see. Now I do have cinnamon. I told you guys I had a cinnamon roll this morning for breakfast. A little small cinnamon roll about this big. But I do have cinnamon, and cinnamon is a good seasoning for financial abundance and things of that nature. A lot of people, they have cinnamon every day. They may sprinkle some in their beverage of choice. They may sprinkle it in their cereal, their oatmeal, whatever works for you. But cinnamon is a good one. So when everything all kind of irons out and plays itself out, I'm definitely going to share more about what I've been up to. And then you'll see the finished results. Because most people, including me, I don't want to know what you're doing right now until you have results, then tell me. So, keep that in mind. Let's see. I'm going to be ending this video soon, but I just wanted to just share a few things with you guys. Hopefully you took notes, not just from me, but just in general when it comes to full moons and 111 and 2020, Yeah. And this is my year where I will be turning another century. So, I mean, another decade, sorry. Not quite a century yet, but a decade this year. So 2020, I'm turning another decade. And I probably will plan something not what most people would do when they have a birthday, a big birthday, like a party. I'm not doing none of that. I ain't trying to do no party and dealing with party planning. No. Somebody ain't going to be happy with a free party. You know what? No. It's going to be about me. Me making it to that birthday and how I'm going to push forward what's for my highest good. And if you're within my world, you will benefit from how my world is operating. So, yeah. But there's so many ways to do things. You just have to find what works for you. And it's all about, as people say, intentions. Intentions. What works for someone else may not necessarily work for you. And it's okay. It's okay if it doesn't work for you. It is okay. But when it works, and if you choose to share that, then by all means, share it. You will help someone else. And maybe it will work for them. And I would just say this, just like everybody else that's on YouTube, when they share something that works or they claim it works for them, and they are trying to make money off of something that works for them, just know it may not necessarily work for you. And it may not be a scam. It just didn't work for you. But it worked for everybody else, or a large percentage of people that decided to follow that person's blueprint. Just saying. So what I'm doing may actually help you. But I'm not as detailed as some YouTubers of what they're doing. I'm figuring it all out myself. And before I give too much detailed information about what I'm doing, I want to make sure it's working completely. Final results. And then when that happens, I will share more details about how things came to pass or whatever. So anyway, guys, it was good talking. I wish this was live. I'm working on it, but I'll leave you with this. So take care, be blessed, and be a blessing to others. Bye-bye. Take care.